This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. So, first, in last class, we have discussed how to do with the sum if, and sum ifs condition. Same way with the average, average if, average ifs, count, count if, and count ifs. This is what we have seen. And we have also seen some of the other facilities, how to use count, count if, count blank, count if, apps, and text for related for text from the length, how to find out the number of text that I'm having, and how to convert into caps lock, how to convert into small letters, and condition or condition, not all these conditions we have seen. So now today what we are going to see is same condition in a different method we will be seeing. See here, what I was applying in the sum, if, average if condition and all, I was having a list of products. So I'm having a database. In this database, I have a mobile phones. So based on this mobile phones, I want to pick particular models or from particular warehouse or particular brand, anything. From this list, I'll be looking for some unique combination which I'll be looking for. So that combination, what is the total I want, or what is the average I want. So I'm applying some condition saying this particular things only I need. Say we go for some shopping and all, we will be looking for some purchase to, say example, we'll make a purchase of mobile itself. So when I have to purchase a mobile, I'll be demanding for one particular model itself. So they have to check whether it is available or not. So for that case, we will be using this type of calculation. Okay. So other than this, with the same thing, count, sum, and average. Here, this total I was doing. The same thing now, count, sum, average. At the same thing what we have done. Counting the total amount, finding the average amount, the sales price, and how many products I'm having. This is what we have done in the last class. So similar kind of thing, I'm going to do a total. Total is what sum I have to do, but a bit different things we will be doing. We will be using a condition called database. Okay, we will be using the condition called database. Okay, so this using this database, what and all we can do. So here I have a condition. So database means we have gone through a project in the year 2019. Okay, we have gone through a project in the year 2019. So this is my data, which the project which I have covered in 2019. So in this data, I have a 4 project based on Excel I've done, Word I've done, PowerPoint, and Access. 4 projects I've done. Now what I want to find out is, I want the project Excel on which the amount which I spent, the cost, the expenses which I spent, I need which is less than 500. Excel, the cost which I spent less than 500, I have to find sum. So that is total which is less than 500 I wanted. But what is this D is considered for? D is considered for database. D is considered for database. How to do that? Equals to D sum. So D means database. D sum, total, open a bracket. Where is my database I'm having? So this is the database, right? This is the database. So you have to select from the heading. So I'm selecting till the last project. So after this, what is the field I'm looking for? I'm looking for what? The field cost. So criteria in the, when we were doing the sum if, average if and all, the criteria, we used to select one complete range. From there we used to select. But this here I've already given a criteria. This is the criteria. My condition is this one. I want a project that is having an Excel and the cost must be less than 500. Only this one I need it. So I'll close the bracket and I'll press enter. Now it is showing me 785. So let's see. So Excel 331, which is less. Excel here 500, 330. Okay, we will just give here as 330 and then 500. So the next one is 655. This is not counted. 455. So 455. I'll give here alt equals to. So it is coming 1285, but here it is showing me as 785. Why? Because it is only counting this and this. That is 330 plus 455. It is not considering here this 500. Why? Because my condition says as less than 500. It is not less than and equals to. In case if I change the condition less than or equals to 500, in that case this 500 will be considered. If I'm not giving equals to 500, so this 500 amount will not be considered. Okay, this 500 amount will not be considered for calculation. So this is how we will be doing. So let's go for the next one. Okay, so we will check with this also 700. Okay, so equals to the sum. I'll open a bracket. Database. Where I'm having a database, this is my database. So I'll select the entire data, comma, and field what I'm looking for is for the cost. I'll give a comma. And then criteria. What is my condition? My condition is this one. I want a project, Excel. So in the Excel, I want the cost which I have spent less than 700. Then I'll close this and press enter. Okay, the same way you can apply for this also. Let me show you this also. Equals to the sum, open a bracket, select this database, entire database, comma, and then field. What I'm looking is field, cost, comma, criteria. Criteria means this is a condition. My condition, the project Excel, which is more than 400 I wanted. I'll close enter. So like this, you can apply it. So let me give you the other one, D count, number of projects that I am having less than or equals to 500. So D count, database count. Okay, so I'm having a database over here. I'll select this, comma, and then my field is cost. I'll select this, comma. My criteria is the first one, project that is having a cost less than or equals to 500. Close the bracket and enter. So three projects. See, the same thing we have picked here also. This three. So three. Same way you can apply here also. I'll give you equals to D count. Open a bracket. Database. This is where you have a data. You have information. The source of information where you are having, that will be your database. Select that, comma. Field. What is the field I'm looking for? What is the answer I need? And the cost that I need a project of Excel that is costing less than 700. Okay, less than 700. I'll apply for the next one also. So I'll just go for this one now. The minimum value. From this, the minimum, the very minimum value, very less value in which project I have spent less than or equals to 500, more than 500, greater than 400. In this value, we will be finding. Okay, so equals to the min, that is database minimum. I'll open this. So where is my database? This is my database. I'll select this. Okay, comma, and then field. What is the field I'm looking is cost, comma, and then the criteria. My condition is I want the number of projects from this project less than or equals to 500. Excel project. What is the very less amount that I spent is 330, 330 rupees. Same thing. We can try with the next one also, which is more than 700 or less than 700 equals to the minimum. I'll open a bracket. I'm having in the database, comma, the field I'm looking is a cost. So everywhere it is the same, whether I'm doing a D count, D sum, D minimum, D maximum. The condition is same, database field criteria is same. The formula will give you the answer based on the conditions. So, comma, my criteria is the second one. I want the project that is costing less than 700. I'll close the bracket and enter. So it is again 330 is the least amount. If I try with the more than 400, then we will see equals to the minimum. I'll open a bracket. This is my database. This is my database. I'm looking for the field cost, comma. My condition here is greater than 400 Excel project. So 455 is the least amount that I spent. So I want the project that is costing less than 400. So I will enter the least amount when I see more than 400. The same way, highest cost what I spent equals to the maximum database, maximum value. So from the database, I'll select the information. My condition here is the project that is costing less than 500. 500 also facing the max upon the project. So we have to give equals to cost equals to max. I'll open up. So my database, I'll select my database, comma, my condition. The condition is less than 700. What is the amount that I spent? Highest amount that I spent for the project. So it is 655. 655. When I go for this equals to condition. I'm just giving the condition here saying that what I have to get the answer. So based on that, I'm getting this. So let you all try. So I'll remove this also so that you can try later. I'll be sharing you this. So if any doubts, you can ask me in the. If any doubts you girls are having, you please ask me. If you're not asking me, then I'll have as that you don't have a. What should I do? Should I have to consider that you have a doubt or I'll just move on? Okay, then I'll continue then. So I'm having a data information here. Okay, I'm having a data information. From this information, okay, from this information, we are going to extract few details. Okay, we are going to extract few details. So what is the details that I'm going to extract? How will I extract? I'll be using VLOOKUP. In simple, we'll say it as VLOOKUP. Why we call it as VLOOKUP? The data which I'm having in the vertical format. Okay, the information what I'm having is in a vertical format. So V means vertical format. I'm having a data. So when I'm having a data in a V format, that is vertical format, vertical data, I'm going to look up for some value or some information. Okay, I'm going to look up for some information. So how will I do that? Okay, how I'm going to do this information. Say example, this is in a vertical format, right? So we will find out some values. Now, say example, I have an option yes, sir. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. I have a yes, sir. Now, I want to find out Esther's. So I'll give here as name. Esther I'm having. Esther, for Esther, like Esther, what is the cost, that is expenses I'm spending. I want to find out the cost. Say example, I want to find out the cost. Cost means what the expenses that I'm spending on Esther. That means I'm paying the salary. So how much cost I have spent. For Esther, how much it has been paid, that I want to know. Now what I'll do is equals to V lookup. Okay, V lookup, vertical lookup. So then open a bracket. Look up value. Look up value. What exactly the answer we are looking for what we are searching for. So look up value for whom I'm searching. I'm searching for Esther, comma. Table array. Table array. Where is the table actually located? So you have to select the entire table information where you have a data. Right? Select the data. Then comma. Column index number. Column index number. That means where I'm looking for, which column I need it as an answer. So I'm looking for what? Cost. So cost is in which column? So in this selected range, okay, in this selected range, where is the cost located? So this is the first column. This is the second column. Employee name is the first column. Department is the second column. ID is the third column. Cost is what? Fourth column. So you have to select it as 4. Type it as 4. Then give a comma. And then what is the answer you need? You need an approximate match or exact match. Okay, approximate match or exact match. If you want an exact match, just select this by pressing a tab. So you'll get as false. If not, you can also type it as false, or you can use the other method. For true, it is 1. For false, it is 0. For false, it is 0. If you don't remember what to give 1 or 0, in that case, just select this or type this. So I need an exact match. So I'll be selecting as false, and then I'll close the bracket, enter. So the cost of Esther is what they are given. It is 170. The cost of Esther, to what I'm paying here is 170. In case, let me change here as user. I'll change to user. I'll change to user. So automatically here also the value is changing. So I'll give this Aradhya. Aradhya I'm having. I'll type a cost. So the cost which I'm spending here is 100. So when I type the name, automatically I'll be getting the answer. Since I'm having very less data information, okay. Since I'm having a very less information, I can see here itself directly. Say example, if you are having a lot of information. So see, in our practical sums, I have given some problems here. Say example, I was having so many informations here, the conditions and all are given. So many things I was having. So I just want to know what is the gross salary, or what is the net salary, or what is the PF amount as paid. So this individual information, if I want, I can use a VLOOKUP. Okay, there are vast information. I'm having a 10 employees. In case if it is thousands of employees, how I will extract the information through a VLOOKUP. Through a VLOOKUP, we can extract the information. Okay, let me show you one more also. Now we have a David, and for David we have a cost also. So I want to know what is this David's department is. Department. I want to find out which department this David belongs to. So let's, for your understanding, I'll write here. This is the column 1. This is column 2. This is column 3 and column 4. I'll give like this. Now I want to find out the department. I'll give it as equals to we look up. We look up. Looks for the value which is left most columns in a table, and the same as rule from here ascending order. I'll open a bracket. Look up value. I'm looking for a value of David, comma, and then table array. I'm having a table array. So where is my table is located? That table I'll be selecting. Okay, table array, comma. Then column index number. What is the column index number that I'm looking for? I need a department. Department is in second column 2. So 2. What is the answer? I need a exact match. I'll select like this as a false. Close the bracket, enter. So David belongs to accounts department. David belongs to accounts department. Same way, you can also find out the values by using this. Okay, by using this information. And you can ask me if you guys are having any doubts. If you don't ask me, then I'll consider as you don't have a doubt. So I'll just keep continuing it. Okay, then let's continue. So let me take some of the data. Okay, so now in case say example, if we are having some products I'll be having. So based on the products, if I want to consider it, so I'll just go and let's take some database. I'll just extract some database from some other place where I'm having the data. Sorry guys, 1 minute. I'll just extract some of this information. So I'll just take some of the information from the other places so that we can extract the details. We can extract the details on a sales basis. So I'll paste it over here in your Excel. Now see, I'm having the information like this. The name of the peoples, their GST numbers, everything. So if you need, I'll also take this to a new paper Excel sheet. Let's take this Control Z. I'll do. Let me go for this. I'll paste it over here. Control. So this is a tracking number, some codes and all I'm having. I'm having the name of the products. What I'm having is laptops, mobile phones, computers, peripherals. So this people belongs to different places. Different places. Now let's avoid this location. Let's avoid this location. I'll delete this. And also I'll delete this GST number also. Okay, this is the taxable value. I want to find out the GST. Okay, I want to find out the GST value of this. So GST. So GST they have given here 18%. Now what I will do is equals to on this 1,40,000 into 12%. 12% and I'll press enter. So this is the GST value. That is GST value which I'm getting here. Okay, so what I did here is equals to 1 lakh, that is 1,40,000 into this amount into 12% AMRAC. So I'll convert this into a general mode where I'll get a numbers. So like this I'm getting, so I'll just drag till the end how much ever I'm having. Okay, so like this I'm having. So this is in a different places code number I'm having. Okay, so many code numbers I'm having. In case if it is repeated for the same thing, okay, repeated for the same thing. So now the bill value, gross bill value or taxable value, whatever it is, total. I'm just leaving here as total. Now what it is equals to 1,40,000 plus. So this also, let me extract this and I'll convert this into a general. So this will be the bill value. Now why I'm giving this is I'm having a lot of information. Based on this, we are going to do a VLOOKUP. Based on this, we are going to do with a VLOOKUP. Okay. Now say example, I have a product code CVT 004. This product I want to sell it. What is the product that I'm having in this product code? This is the customer code or tracking number. You can say whatever it is, or you can take it as anything. Or for your understanding, you can keep this any name. I'll just give it as A, product A. Product A. Product B. So like this I'm having. I'll select this. It is coming same thing. Product B. I'll copy this. So like this, just understand that I'm having some products D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I'll go for this format. Fill down. See, I'll just give it this data till E is enough. I'm deleting all the rest of the things. So I'll just avoid this. So we don't have a time also to do this. So I'll just avoid this. And I'll also make this no columns. So this is the information what I'm having, product A, product B. So I have this thing also. I have a total amount. Now I want to find out product. Product C's information I wanted. Okay, product C's information I wanted. So I'll type it here as product. Okay, product C information I wanted. What I want is, okay, so say example, I want the cost. What is this taxable cost I want? Okay, so if you want, you can avoid this also. I'll just use this here. So I want here the name of a product I'm having, and then I want the taxable value of this I want to find out. Now what I will do is equals to b lookup. I'll select this the product which I'm looking for. I'm looking the value of products, comma, table array. Where is my table located? So let me select the entire table where I'm having the information, comma, column index number, which column I'm looking for. I'm looking for the taxable value. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taxable value is 6. I'm looking for what exact match. I'll select it as false and it closes enter. So this is showing me this value is not matched. So C14. Why? Because the C I've given in a small letter. So let me change to capital. Now let's see. I'll copy this and type it as it is. Equals to 3 lookup, open the bracket, lookup value is product C, comma. So see, since the date and invoice numbering is this, we will avoid it. Invoice numbering, when we serial number, it won't be used for VLOOKUP. So I'll select from this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth column, and then exact match, close bracket, enter. So let us showing me the same thing. I'll just put some other data. Desk 3 equals to the lookup. VLOOKUP. Lookup value is this, comma. I'm having the table here. Comma. And then the column index number what I'm looking is cost. Exact match. I'll close this, enter. Why I'm not getting this? Because many places. So I'll change this A. So since it is repeated, it is not giving me the exact answers here. Okay. In case when you are doing a data information using a sources of information, employees with the employees. Let me show you here. So what we are doing here is, if here I keep on changing the list of names, right? List of names I was keep on changing here. So without changing, let me show you here. Equals to the lookup. I'll open a bracket. Lookup value. So I'll select here. I've not given anything. I'll just select like this. I4 table array. I'll select this entire data, comma. I'm looking for the cost. So I'm looking for the column index number 4, cost, comma. Exact match. I'll close the bracket. Sorry, false. False. Exact match. Close the bracket. Enter. Now I've not given anything here. So what I will do is I'll select the name here and I'll paste it over here. Chaitra. So this is happening. So Chaitra's information I'm getting here. What it is cost. So name, cost I'm getting here. So here also I'll apply the same condition, equals to we lookup. I'm looking for the lookup value of Chaitra that is available in this table, comma. My table array I've selected. The column index number is 4. What I'm looking is the exact match. Further in part, I have to copy and paste it here, right? In case if I want to check, if I want to do without copy pasting, I want to do without copy pasting. I want the answer by default. I want to just check the select the names. In that case, what should I do? So in that case, I'll click on this Manas. We will go for this data. After selecting this data, you have an option here as data validation. You will get an option as data validation. I need a list of names. So I'll use list of names. And then where is the names is available? It is available here. I'm not seeing only the list of names. After selecting this, I'll click on now I'll get the drop down menu here. So if I want to change for others, I can change the names from here itself. So if I keep on changing the names, I'll be getting like this. Okay, in this is a product and this is some name of the product. Quantity, if I'm selling a quantity amount. So usually in a shopping when you'll be doing, they'll just scan the codes and they'll be giving this, right? They'll just scan the code and they'll type the number of quantities. So we will be getting the exact answer, like exact amount what we have purchased. So here I'll apply the same condition. Now equals to this amount into quantity. Now I'll close this. Enter. Sorry, I don't have to close this bracket. I can just enter it. So quantity, enter. So it is coming like this. So if this is a product, so I'll just give here as book, file, box file, okay, box file, and I'll change here as marker, pen, pencil, table, chair, chair, and board. I've just given like this. Now see, everything is changing because this name is different and this name is different. Here, the list which I've selected is different, right? So now from here, if I keep changing, it will be doing this. So instead of department, I can also change it as the model, okay, model or brand. You can also give it as brand also, brand. So it is brand A. Okay, so you can give anything, brand A, something like this, or I'm just giving like this.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You're not able to see anything, girls? Okay,
No, ma'am.
see here. So here I'm having a list of product, pen. So pencil, files, all these things I'm having. Tell me, ma'am. Any doubts? Not audible, dear. Can you see the screen now? Meghana? See, I'm having a list of products. I'll just show you here. I'll delete this. Let me do once again. I want to find out the value of marker. This is after this item. I want to know the cost. So I'll give here as quantity, the quantity which I'll be selling, and then amount. I'm just giving like this. Now I want to know the cost of this marker pens. Cost equals to B as we look up. I'm looking for that, and then my table array. Where is my? So I'll select this entire table where I'm getting. So comma, column index number. What I need is a cost. Cost is in where? First column, second column, third column. From my selected area, the information what I'm looking is in third column. Okay, it is in third column, comma. Then what I need is a true value. I'll look on this, or exact match. True match you want, approximate match you want, select as true. Exact match we want, select as false. Then close the bracket, enter. Then say example, if I'm selling this three quantities, I want the amount here. So equals to 170 into 3. This one I'll select, enter. Now here, if I want to change this as a box file, okay, I'll copy this and I'll paste it over here. So it will change. If not, I have to type this here itself. File I want to see. So I have to type it here. In case if I want to know that has to be available here itself. In that case, what I will do is I'll go for this data validation. I have an option here as data validation. Allow the values. I want it as a list. I want it as a list. Source. Where is the list of names available? It is available here. From this to this one. I'm not selecting the heading. Okay. Only the stock items name I'm selecting. Then I'll click on OK. See, when you are selecting, it is coming with the dollar symbol. When it is coming with the dollar symbol, means it is called as absolute reference, which means this list of stock item is being fixed, locked system. Okay, so because of that, you'll be getting a dollar symbol. I'll click on OK. Now, see, here you are getting this drop down list. So if you want the other stock item, you can select it. It keeps on changing when you select it. Suppose I want to increase the quantity 5, I want to increase, I can change. 10 I'm selling it, I can increase. So this way you can keep on changing. Suppose if I'm changing here the amount also, guys, can you hear me now? Hello, guys. Girls, I'm asking you, am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
If any problem, please let me know. If you're not able to hear me. See, I'm asking you everyone. Are everyone are audible to me? Can everyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So like this, you can keep on doing it. The same way when you're doing the H lookup also. Now I'm having the data information in vertical format. So what I will do is I'll change this information into a horizontal format. So if I want to fix this information into a horizontal format, I'll go for so it is VLOOKUP. So what I will do is I'll change this information. Okay, I'll change this information into a horizontal format. This is in a vertical horizontal, and then I'll go for an option here as transpose. When I click on this vertical information will get pasted into a horizontal. Okay, it will be pasted into an horizontal method. The same thing here also I'm going to do. But this is H lookup. This is not a vertical lookup. This is a H lookup. I want to find out the value of table, item value table. So cost I want to do equals to. So instead of V lookup, I'll go into H lookup. H lookup, I'll select this. Lookup value. What I'm looking for is for a table, comma. Or you can directly give here as H lookup, H lookup, lookup value is table, comma, and then table array. Where is my table? I'll select this table. So if I want to fix this, I'll press F4. I'll press F4 to lock this table, to fix this table information. So it will come in a dollar symbol. When it is coming in a dollar symbol, then it is called as absolute reference. Row index number. Here it was a column index number, it is row number. So this is my first row, right? This is my second row, this is my third row. Cost is what? My third row, comma. So I want the exact false match. Exact match goes around to enter, like the selected. So so you'll be getting like this. Okay. So whatever you'll be looking, that answers you'll be getting. So suppose I'm selling two quantities of table, two tables I'm selling it. So the amount will be, let me select like this, 500 into 2. And I'll close this. So like this, we can keep on doing. So for this table, if you want the list of product to be listed, you can go for data, data validation, select the list of the products which you need, and this list of names where you are having, and click on OK. So it will be showing the list of names. So from this list of names, you can pick whichever you want. So based on that, the amount will also keeps on changing. So I'll go for the table. Okay, so it keeps on changing since I've already fixed it. I've made it as fixed symbol. If I remove that line, it will happen now. Enter. I'll select some other things, pencil. So you can keep on changing like this when you have a information. Now I'm having a table, so many tables we have created, right? So for here what I'm having is a pay slip, salary statement. I don't have income and I select this. Here what I'm getting here, nothing. The range name is showing me, right? So now see example, suppose I want to find out the total from the one sheet to another sheet if I want to do. So I'll give here some inspiration. Okay, I'll just take this. With this, okay. Now what I want is I want this total. I want this total not to be done in this sheet. I'll do it from the next sheet. Okay. So I'll give here equals to. I'll go for what? Practice sheet number 1. Here, see here in a formula menu equals to type. I'll click on this practice 1. So practice 1 paper sheet number has been selected. Now I'll select this accounts total. Now it is showing me as what the rows number it is showing, right? So like this, it will be showing me. So the same thing in case if I want to give a name for this table also, it is just I'm having an information for this information. If I want name, so I'll go for this formula, define name, give a name for this table. So this table is what it is, marks list, students marks. So from where? From the selected sheet, from practice 1, you can give from this row to this column. This column, it is called as students mark list. I'll click on OK. Start with letter or underscore. So that means I'm giving here is as a space. So space is not accepted. So I have to give it as underscore. So underscore have to give and I'll click on OK. So when I click on OK, the names will be given. Now see when I select this, when I select this entire data, or when I do this with the same thing. Okay. So when I do this, when I bring this data information to some other place, it will be called it as, this table is called as what? Data information. Now I want to know how this total I got this, how this total I got it. So I can use trace present. So this is a total of this. You can see the dots. How I got the total. Okay, how I got the total. This is what I can see from here. Okay. So the next one also, suppose I want to know how did I get this maximum number, how I got the answer. So like this. dependent. So I'll go for the trace dependent based on what it is dependent. So I have not applied a dependent formula, so it will just show me the present. So it is based on this total marks, I got the result. Great. How I got the result? Same thing. Present. I've got it. So like this, you will. If I want to remove the example in a simple, let me show you here. 1, 10, 15, 7, 41. This one. Now I'll give here. I'll just make a sum of here equals to sum. I'll open a bracket. I'll select this. Close the bracket. Enter. Now how did I get this answer? Trace present. So it will show you like this. I'll remove this. Now this is what I'm having it. So this is been dependent on this. So it is used here like this. Remove arrows. Now I want to know what is the formula that is used here. So show formula. So it will show you all the formulas whatever we have used till now. So see here. Show the formulas. Show formula. So again, if you click on this show formula, if there is any errors, it will error checking, evaluates the formula. Whether my formula is wrong or right, it will evaluate. Okay, so it is directly saying, then I'll close this. Like this, we can evaluate this. So if you want to open a calculator from here, you can also open a calculate now. Calculator sheet also you can open it. Anyhow, we are using the Excel itself, so we can use directly. So calculate now, F9 you can use. Calculation anything, shift F9. So already we are using a calculator equals to sum itself. So in case if you want, you can try with that. Okay, and then I'll go for this. Okay, in our home menu, we have covered almost so many options. So in this, I told you how to use the highlighting the numbers, equals, who's pass, who's fail, everything. Now, what I want to do from this is, I want to apply a new condition, new rule I want to apply. Using this new rule, what is a condition I can use? So without this, by default, I'm having a so many options here. Highlight the greater than, lesser than, between, equal to, text. Same thing from the text numbers, which is average, all these things, data bar, coloring, all these things if you want to give it. Excuse me. So based on that, you will be giving. Now, what I want to do is, other than using this formulas, I have another option, new rule. So let me try to use that new rule. I'll go for this. I'll just copy paste some functions here. Information based on my customer list. My customer list during the March 2022, and this is my customer list in the month of April 2022, financial year ending and in the beginning. Now, I want to know in this current financial year, that is in April month 2022, how how many old are available. How many old customers are available. So now what I'll go do is I'll go for this conditional formatting. New rule. New rule. What is my condition here is I have to use a new formula. This and all we have already seen. So directly unique value, duplicate value, text containing all these things we have seen. So I'll go for use formula to determine which cell format. So I'll select this. Now I have to define the formulas from this list of names. From this list of names. Okay. From this list of names, comma. So or I'll just keep here. I'll use a condition here as count. Count if. See, close this before I tell you. Let me close this and show you some other option. I'll cancel this. Now when I click here equals to count if, so it is showing me the condition what I have to use, range and criteria, right? It is showing me range and criteria. The same thing when first thing is from this list, I want to see the name of old customers. So I'll go for this new rule. So I'll go for this use formula. Then I'll go for this equals to count count if. Okay. When I open a bracket, when I open a bracket, it's not showing me what I have to use. So since I have already checked, it is a range what I have to select. From this list of range, comma, right? From this list of range, I want to do what? I want to see whether this name is available. So this, the old customer list has been locked. I don't want to lock this rows and columns. So I'll remove a dollar symbol here. I don't want to lock or fix the formula for this new list. Old list, it is fixed. It won't change anything. But the new list might change. So for that, I'm removing a dollar symbol here. I'll close the bracket. What I want, which is more than a zero, I want to see. More than zero, that is repeated more than zero times. From this list, here in a new list, how many names that is repeated when it is compared to this two? More than zero means more than one times. If it is a customer name, it is always repeated only once only. So if it is repeated more than that or not, that I want to see. So more than zero. Now, how will I find out? I have to go for format. So let me highlight this. I'll highlight this. Fill. I'll go for fill. This has to be highlighted in a this color. If you want to change the font also, you can change. I'll just change to bold italic and I'll click on OK. Now I'll click on the see. The condition what I've applied is showing here. Bold italic and the background color is white. Now I'll go for this. Background color in orange color. On OK. The data from other software or you can also say it as other source, but this sources of which I'm going to extract must be supported in Excel. Only then I'll be able to use this. Okay, so I'll go for this. I'll go for this data only then I will be able to use this. Now what I want to do is, let's see whether have a data here in an have. I'll just make nations. So I have a database here, access. Okay, access database I'm having where on a desktop. Now let me go for this. college. Okay, I want to extract the information here. I'll click on this. From access, this access information I'm having on a desktop. uh, okay, on a desktop. So I'll just drag like this. So database one I'm having, I'll open. Okay, so table, as a table it will be created in this place. I'll click on OK. So what is the data I've typed in this access? It is showing me here. Okay, for your understanding, let me also create one more access. I'll right click, I'll go for a new. I have an option here as Microsoft Access Database. So I'll create it on a desktop as a database. Two, as a database two. I'll click on OK now. So here I'll give it as name. So it is a short text name. Okay. Then ID number 123. So I'll give here as number filters does not equals to 100. Some names it will be coming. I'll just giving here as Anu Shetty. Okay, third one I don't have. I'll click here as Shilpa Sharma Teju Sri. So I'll rename this as a field. I'll rename this field rename field. I'll fill it to second name, last name. Okay, and I'll just save this. I'll save this and I'll close this. I've just given some three names. Okay, table one I've created. Now we are having a Excel. For this Excel, we will do it. So I'll click over here. Let me bring the data information. I'll go for this data from access. From access, desktop. I have a name called database 2. Database 2. I'll select this. Open. So this is the table where I want the information. I'll click on OK. So see, by default, I'll be getting the names. So if I have an information over there, I can bring it to this place. In case if I am having in a notepad, okay, notepad, this is my notepad. I've given some names here. So this one I'll take it. So what is the name? New text document. So if I want this information to be brought here to my Excel, so I'll go for this data. I have an option from text. From text on the desktop. On the desktop, I have a file called new text document. I'll click on this import. So next and finish. This is the place. So I'll click on OK. So I'll get like this. So if I'm having the information in some other places and I want to bring all those information here, I can use this. I can use this external data, all these things. From queries, if I want to bring, from sources, I want to bring. So wherever from other software I have to bring, I'll be using all these options. And I'm having a list of names here, right? This names, if I want to sort it in A to Z order, I'll select this. From Z to A, we can use the same thing we already done in this also. some other option. So instead of this formula, we will use flash fill. I'll type first digits are typed. First three digits I've typed it. Now after this, I'll come here and press Ctrl E. Control flash fill. Okay. For flash fill, we will use as Control E. Control E. So what I did is from this list, okay, from this list, I've just typed here as Sunday, first three letters. Then I'll press enter. From here, I'll just type it Control E. So automatically will come. I don't have to use this formula and all. From the left side, I need three letters, four letters, that and all. I don't need to type. I've just given a three letters in the first column. After that, when I came to the second cell, I've just given as Control E. So automatically the flash will come. Automatically the flash will come. So after this, remove duplication. Remove duplications. Example 1, 10, 15, 7, 1, 5, 10, 25. I've given like this. Now I've just given a number. So in this list, 1 is repeated and 10 is repeated. I'll select this and I'll go with this remove duplication. I'll click on OK. So there are two duplication. That is what 1 and 10 was duplicated. So that has been removed and 6 was having a unit in that has been left over. Why this option we will be using? Say we have thousands of employees or hundreds of students like this. I've typed all the students' name. I don't know whose name has been repeated. So in that case, I'll use this remove duplication. So whichever the name is that was been repeated, that option I can remove it. That option I can remove it. So those things we will be doing. So data validation I've already told you how to use with the list. So consolidate what? I'll be having few informations. I want to bring everything to that. And if I want to make a relationship between the two data, Okay, two data, new data table, which I'm having like this. We will select the this cell. I want to change this 34. I want to change this into a 35 by changing which cell I want. Okay. So now I'll click on OK. Now see, this has become 35. Here also it has become 35. The total is also changed. Result what if analysis also has changed. For this, I'll be using this. What if I change? I'm having another one, group and ungroup. This is same thing, forecasting a report. So group and ungroups. Now, so here, these two groups I can select it. So how to group this? You have to select first one, hold so now it is group. So it is group. You can see here as group. The same thing, if you don't want to remove, you can hold a control key, click once again, it will become ungroup. So it won't be showing you again. It won't be showing you again. Like this, you can keep on doing. Okay. And this data menu, which is very important, as one is the flash fill. The one which we'll be using is flash fill. And after this flash fill, the other one which is used is what if analysis and bringing a data from other sources. The rest of the things and all we have already done. Sort we have already done. Remove duplication, all these are just for sake. If you want to analyze with the reports, you can do it. Okay, so these are the things which we will be doing. Any doubts till here, girls? Any doubts if you have, you can ask me. Girls, ask me if you have a doubt. So you can just unmute yourself so that I can keep calling your names for your attendance. I'll call your names for the attendance. So unmute yourself. Harini, yes. Harini, yes. Harini, yes. Harini, yes. Arshita, yes. Arshita, yes. Srishti Basak. Srishti Basak. See, I've already told you in your chat also, you have to respond me over here. If you are not able to respond me on a chat box. Okay? If you're not able to, if you're not doing that and if you're texting later on a WhatsApp, see, I won't be able to track again. Okay? So please text me whenever it is available. Okay? Srishti Basak. Srishti Basak. Srishti Basak. Niharika, yes.
Present, ma'am.
Sri Lakshmi BK. Sri Lakshmi present. Kirti KC. Kirti KC. Kirti KC. Srija Sambit Acharya. Srija Sambit Acharya. Harini, yes, present. Harini is present. Okay. Srija Sambit Acharya, are you there? Meghna Ganesh. Meghna Ganesh K, present, right? So Pratika Chandru.
Present, ma'am.
Pratika.
Pratika
B.
present.
Shalini. Okay, dear.
Present.
B. Shalini.
Shalini present, ma'am. Present.
Okay. Dania Jilani.
Present, ma'am.
Jinisha.
Present, ma'am.
Kanishka Setia.
Present, ma'am.
Kanishka Setia present. Divya Bharati. Divya Bharati J. Divya Bharati J. Mary Sharon.
Present, ma'am.
Who's this? Mary Sharon.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Navnita V.
Present, ma'am.
Rakshita R. Present. Archana S. Archana S. Archana S. Inshira G.
Present, ma'am.
Archana Mary.
Present,
Archana
ma'am.
Mary A.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Umaykar Aijas present. Tejashree M.
Present, ma'am.
Yukta KK.
Present, ma'am.
Navya A.
Present, ma'am.
Pooja.
Pooja, present, ma'am.
Pooja. Likita
Pooja
HG.
present.
Okay, ma, okay. Likita HG. Saida Zainabi. I think she has texted in the WhatsApp, right? Saida Zainabi. Saida Zainabi. So, Indra Ke Chaki.
Present, ma'am.
Diksha N.
Present, ma'am.
Resha K.
Ma'am, Resha present.
Okay. Gausia Fatima Razvi. Gausia Fatima Razvi. Habib Shaista.
Present, ma'am.
Habib Shaista.
Present, ma'am.
Gausia present. Dania Aiman. Dania Aiman. Afrin Firdaus. Afrin Firdaus. Priyanka Rani.
Present, ma'am.
Suhani Agarwal. Priyanka, were you present yesterday?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Suhani Agarwal. Suhani Agarwal. Okay, fine. Now let me call out the names to whom I have marked the absence. So please check this and tell me if someone has been wrongly marked. Okay, I'm calling you once again. Please remember, I'm calling you once again, and again, please don't tell me that your attendance has not been marked and so many issues will come back. And I know that you will be getting a 5 marks for your attendance. So please respond me as early as possible and chat box. Okay, let me call out the name whomever have marked the absent. Srishti Basak. Srishti Basak.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Jinisha present, ma'am.
Jinisha is marked present only here. I'm
Okay.
only calling the names whom I have marked the absent. One is Srishti Basak, Divya Bharati J, Archana S, Archana S, Likita HG. Archana S is present. Why, dear? What were you doing? At least you would have replied me last time itself, right? When I called your name.
Ma'am, I have put it in the chat box.
I didn't see, ma. I was seeing everyone's name.
Ma'am, no,
Gausia,
I
Likita,
have draw.
Archana.
Ma'am, Likita, ma'am.
Yeah, Likita HG, Archana AS, Likita HG. Huh. Now who's this one who is answering me now? Archana, right?
No, ma'am, Likita.
Likita.
Yeah,
Wait,
ma'am.
wait. Again, I have to check the names. Srishti Basa, Divya Bharati, Likita.
Ma'am, I'm
Likita,
present. Yes, ma'am, I'm
Likita
present.
is present. Okay. Likita is present. Saida Zainabi. Saida Zainabi. Resha. Okay, Resha is present. Dania Aiman. Dania Aiman. Dania Aiman. Afrin, okay, Afrin is present. Okay. So I'll repeat once again, whomever has been marked absent. Okay. Srishti Basa, Divya Bharati, Saida Zainabi.
Ma'am, Resha present.
Desha is marked present only. I didn't say your name. Dania Iman, Saida Zainabi, and Divya Bharati. There is one more. Who's that? Only four. Srishti Basak. These are the four people who has been marked absent.
Ma'am, Srishti Basak present.
Why, dear? So much of discussion again. Please try to answer and short on chat box at least. And let me tell you once again, you will be having the exams on Friday, that is day after tomorrow. You'll be informed for that, and it is the MCQs. So please try to attend tomorrow's class. Once after I complete your portions, I'll also do some kind of revisions which will be helpful for your exams. Okay, so some kind of revision I'll be doing, so you can revise that. Clear? Please try to attend tomorrow's class. Once I finish with the topics, I'll give you a revision. So day after tomorrow, that is on Friday, you'll be having the exams. Any doubt? Anybody having a doubt, you can say me. Okay. Now see, here I'm having a data, right? 60 Vasak, I've made it fine. Fine. I made you present, no worries. Okay. Now I'm having a data here. I'll just copy this and I'll show you something. So pivot table. Pivot table means where I'm having a lot of information in a data. So many information I will be having. I'll just open a new sheet. Okay, so that I can show you. I'm having a lot of data here. So I'll copy this data and I'll paste it over here. I have so many data. From this, I only want few details. I just need a name of the student, what is the total marks, what is the result. Only this thing I just want to see. For that, what I will do is I'll go for insert. Where I want to insert is what I want to do is pivot table. I'll select this. What is the table range I'm having? This is my entire table, what I'm having. Okay, so where I want in new sheet or existing sheet? In a new sheet, new worksheet means next page or existing page. So I'll go for new page. So where I can see, I'll click on OK. Now what I want is, I want the names in the filters column, or I want the names in a rows. Where I want that I can put names. And then I'm having so many information, right? I want the total in a values I want, and then I want a grade here, or I'll put the grade also. I'll put the grade also in a rows. So like this, or no, I don't want here also. I'll put it in a columns itself, grade. Or if I don't want, I'll remove this, and I want a result in a column. So this. So these are the pass. These are the fail. This is the total. So this is how I'll come to know. This is what I'm having so many information. From that information, I just pick out the information which I need. This is called as pivot table. Now, I want to know how did I get this 264 total? How did I get this? So I'll double click on the cell. Automatically a new sheet will get generated. Now so what it is, I have selected this 264 of October. So I got a new sheet. It says that after the upper subjects, what are the scores he's having, the total, what is his minimum, maximum, entire detail it will be showing me. Okay, so like this, you can select it. You can select like this. In case If I don't want this options and all, if I don't want this options and all, or I want it in some other information, so what you can do is I'll select this. I'll again go for this insert. So I'll go with the original data where I'm having is in sheet 1. I'll select this. In case if I want some other information, I don't want that, I'll select this and I'll go for pivot table. Pivot table, see, you can see the dancing line. Okay, I want it in a new worksheet. Okay, so now what I need is I need the names here. So in this, what I just want to see is only the total marks. Only the total marks. Total marks where I want it in a values. Total in a value only we will be giving. And then I want the result in filters. That's all. Now every student's names I'm getting, I'll go for this filters. Now I just want to see fail. I'll select this and I'll click on OK. Only failed student will be listed. If I want to see the pass, I'll select this. Then I'll click on OK. So only the pass one will be shown. If I want all, I'll select the all and then click on OK. So everyone's will be listed like this. In case I don't know how to choose for this pivot table, in case when I don't know how to choose for the pivot table, so after selecting this range, you can go for this insert and you have an option here as recommended pivot table. Select this. So it will be showing you which are the formats it is available. Now see, I can go with this grades also. A grade total, B grade total, C grades total. Like this I'm having. You're having a subject wise. Okay, some GST wise, this and all you are having. So whichever the format that you prefer it. So that format you can select. Suppose I want this format, I'll select this and I'll click on OK. So that has been shown on this one. How did I get this 190.4%? I'll just click on this, double click, a new sheet is open. So 190.4, that is my average. So I'll select this entire 3 sets. Now see here, the total sum 190.4. You're getting this 190.4. The same thing it was showing in it. So if you don't get the answers where exactly the total answer from where I got this, in that case, you just need to double click on this C grade. C grade I'm having. This is the total. C grade's total value. If I double click on this, a new sheet opens. See here, both are C grade only. Both are C grades only. So you can select this entire data so that you'll come to know what is this total C grades total value, B grades total value, and this table style and all we have already seen in a insert menu. We have already seen in a insert menu. So those things you can just sorry girls, I was not sure that the screen was being closed. Sorry, let me show you once again. Okay, or I'll just show you this in the next class. So I'll repeat the same thing, this pivot table in the next class. Sorry, I forgot to share the screen. Since I was marking attendance, I didn't notice that this screen was not been shared. I'm really sorry. I'll repeat the same thing, this pivot table in the next class also. Okay, so that's all for today. You can enjoy your day. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, bye, girls.